What's going on, everybody? It is Luke here again, bringing you another Mr. FBA UK video. So today's a hugely important video on buy box changes. Amazon are changing the buy box. Now, I've pieced together what I can from what I can see, and I believe there is going to be phased changes up to the end of May, all to do with the buy box. Now, what I mean by that is that some items are now losing the buy box completely. When I say that, I literally mean there's now no buy box for products, which is now causing that product to ultimately be a non-buyer. So like you wouldn't buy that product now, because what happens is the way that a product with no buy box works is obviously because there's no buy box, you're going to click through to the sellers. So all of the sellers are trying to race to the bottom to be the top seller at the top, which means that obviously you've got to be the cheapest to show up the top, which then makes the product sort of not a feasible product to buy and sell, because everyone's just trying to crash the price to get rid of the product more than anything. Now, you might ask, what do I mean? Well, you may or may not have seen this notification, news, come out on the 8th of April. Is now the 26th. Now, this is to do with June 2019 changes, okay? Now, just bear with me here. So, they're basically halving the fees on grocery, beauty, health and personal care, and baby products. Now, not everything, only under £10 or €10, okay? And there's a couple of other bits in the, there's a couple of other changes and stuff, but this is quite a big one here. Now, obviously this isn't guaranteed. This is just what I can piece together so far. Now, that's great news, okay? Obviously, they're halving the prices. Now, I actually feel that they're halving the prices because they're having a huge shake-up of their products that are within this area, because they're all overpriced. This is ultimately, and obviously for us as sellers, resellers, it's a perfect time to be buying these products and selling them. But what they're actually, I believe they're doing, is they're actually having a huge internal shake-up because they're not capitalizing basically not capitalizing maximally on the sales they could in this area. Therefore, they're making massive changes. So I am going to go over why I believe this. For example, this Ritz pack of crackers, yeah? Now, I obviously bought this for like £1.30 or something, yeah? Which is normal, £1.50, £1.30, £1, you would expect that to be selling. Now, look what it was selling at, £5.59. Now, everyone will know that a pack of Ritz crackers is not worth £5. But look how many people are buying this thing, and even up here, £6.99. I mean, Amazon know that is not. It's four times overpriced. This is across the range, okay. Nivea. Okay, so originally I thought it was just groceries, but if you look into it a bit further, a pack of 3 of these is now not. It was selling at 10 quid. Amazon was selling it at £4.50. Okay, now that's actually a good indicator. £4.50. So you can see what Amazon are actually valuing this product at. We're just going to go, and they're even doing it on stuff like Andrex. Now, look at how much Andrex was selling for, £15. I mean, yeah, it is 16 rolls, but people know that is generally not worth £16. That's probably worth £6 at a push. I mean, I don't even buy Andrex because they're not that great. Let's see if we can find an Amazon on them. They're not on there. Now, I thought it was an isolated incident, okay? Now, what I mean by that is that about 2 weeks ago, I noticed lots of my products on my repricer are now not showing a buy box. So you can see what the buy box price is on the listing, okay? So whatever your repricer is, it will show you the current buy box, just so you've got an indicator of what the difference is between your price and the buy box. And it was blank, which means that when it's blank, it means there is no buy box. It looks like this, okay? So we can ignore all these little plugins. 14, and it will like that. And then you have to click on it like this, and you've basically got to, what I mean, race to the bottom is that a person that wants to buy this now will probably buy this person. Click. They're not going to go, oh, which one do I want? Because obviously the cheapest is at the top, and they're going to click probably the first one, okay? Which now creates the scarcity in terms of like, I just want to get rid of this product. Everyone crashes the product price, and so this product isn't really feasible anymore because we want to get to that top position. Now I did a test, okay? So I was selling this product, hot sauce. What was it selling at? £6. Okay, I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's too expensive. You know it's too expensive. It's probably worth 150 to 160. You know, that sort of range, which is probably what I bought it for. And look how many sales it was doing. You know, it's a good. It's a good product in terms of. It wasn't a good product if you were getting it to a prep center, but if you were doing it yourself or something. And yeah, good product. Now I actually I wanted to see what the buy box, what I could change, where the buy box was. What are Amazon now representing this product to be as the buy box? The buy box actually was about £4, $3.99 or £4. That's probably, no, that wasn't me or anything. I probably forced this product to provide me the buy box at about £3.99, which is still overpriced, but it's, considering you're getting next day delivery, that sort of that thing, and obviously there's fees included. That was more of an appropriate price for the product. Of course it was. There's no Amazon. So it's interesting to see. So you can get the buy box on this. Now I tried to price the product over £10 because, again, as I mentioned, the news was products that are £10 and under. So I was trying to force a system to think this wasn't one of those applicable items and think it was actually one of the normal standard price products, because I don't know how the system works. And it didn't, it doesn't work, which is fine. I didn't expect it to, but I thought I'd give it a go. But it does give you the buy box. So the algorithm has basically changed. Somewhere the underlying algorithm has basically changed just to represent a more accurate price for their products that are, like this. So there's a couple of things you can do, and I'll go into how you can not cry because half your products are now basically just a load of junk. Okay. Now, I thought it was isolated to grocery products because a lot of the grocery products are overpriced, and a lot of people do add them to cart as extras. So if this was £6 or £7 and they needed to add that much extra onto a cart to get free delivery, I can understand that. But again, why not add 2? If Amazon were looking at it, why wouldn't the customer want to probably get value for money? Customer service is obviously their key to their existence. Why not add 2 of these? To get to that £20 or whatever that value is to get that free delivery rather than just paying 1, exactly. And that's why they've also halved the prices for resellers, because now that they've changed the algorithm, obviously the margins are slimmer, so they'll actually try to push us down and give us a discount. And when I saw this, should have really looked into it a bit more, being a bit smarter. I should have thought, why are they doing this? Because they don't usually do this. This isn't standard, is it? Clearly they've done it on purpose to try to bring our prices down so that it's driving further sales, because clearly they must know that the scope of revenue within these areas, or these price products under £10, is not bringing in the optimal return for them compared to their other sectors, I guess. So, yeah. So clearly they're now trying to bring our prices down, so as a reseller, so that we get the same amount of money potentially, but they don't know what we're buying it for. So that we're accepting that we can sell it for less because we're actually getting a discount on the fees. Yeah. But clearly you've got to really bring that price down, because if you're doing FBA, there's still a minimal amount that it costs to post. They don't obviously have their own logistics in terms of posting service. They outsource it to third parties, Hermes, Royal Mail, I don't know, whatever else. They do have their own, it does No, they don't have them right. Sorry, they do. It's not like they always send it through a. They're normally the random people that basically work as self-employed and they work for Hermes and that. That's so it looks like it could be an Amazon delivery guy, but it's not. It's just obviously a whatever they call it, self-employed guy that works for one of the logistics services, postal services. So their cost obviously is still, even though they can send it in bulk and get discounts on that, there's still a certain cost attributed to sending next day deliveries through Amazon. Okay, so that isn't great. And I thought it was on groceries, and then I obviously noticed, oh, look. Now what is this? This is a beauty product. Okay, well, what is this? So I'm just going to quickly flick through. Now you can. This is a grocery actually. So that also is going to take it, and the problem I found, problem is it's not isolated to grocery. Well, because of that, I'm now, it's not just this item. Obviously, I don't want to go into every product I'm selling because this is no point. This is beauty, and I thought, hang on, it's not just grocery. Oh, because grocery products are the main products that are overpriced. So clearly they know they're not really making, and they're not maximizing that sector for them. I mean, they're a multinational conglomerate, not conglomerate, whatever the hell they are, multinational something business that I do. Okay, so then I looked here, and actually, it's beauty, health and personal care, and baby. I then found, I haven't got it up. I'm selling some nappies. They have now also not got the buy box. Now, it now makes me feel and seem and everything that these products, items in this area, in this category, under £10, are getting phased into not having a buy box unless you actually bring the price right down to get the buy box, like I mentioned with my test on this product here, where it was obviously like $3.99, which is a reasonable price, yeah? So they're trying to be more competitive, which is exactly what Amazon is known for, I guess. Being, they're not necessarily competitive, but you think of Amazon as relatively good in pricing. Most, I still go and look at Amazon prices. So I'm now thinking, and because this is now from June, I'm thinking that they're actually phasing in buy box changes up till June. So we've still got like 5 weeks or something. Now you might be like, why are they phasing it in? Why haven't they already done it? Because you just showed me examples. Well, the reason is that I went through all of my items that were not in the buy box, like so. And then I thought, okay, what can I do? So first of all, I semi-crashed the prices to break even just to see if they would go sell. I don't really think many did. Maybe some did, but most people buy through the buy box, as we all know. So I then, I'll show you what I did after to try to sort of sort it out. But then I came onto it this morning just to look through some stuff and that, and I noticed that an item I've just sent in now does not have the buy box. Literally does not have the buy. I only sent it in like the other day or two ago, and I was like, why has that not got the buy box anymore? Now, that made me look at the rest of my items, and I've now noticed that products like this, which the other day, now I can, actually nail like that. It's like the Andrex, okay? So this is what I'm going to show you. So you can see here on this product, actually it's been selling, so fair enough. Some products will sell when they haven't got the buy box, okay? But there'll be a lot of products that look like that. There we go. So this was selling at $7.21, which you clearly know that's overpriced. And then as soon as the buy box disappeared for this product, boom, it doesn't exist. Non-existent. So that was back on, let's see if we can do some calculations on this. What's the date on this thing? Friday, let's write some of this down. Friday the 9th, I'm pretty blind. 5th. Right, let's count, not including yesterday. Now I know it might be a bit like, it's a sort of conspiracy theorist style. Count how many days. So that was Monday the 5th. Oh, 5th. Okay. That's 3 weeks ago today. All right. Let's actually do. I'm gonna take 3 weeks. I'm actually going to take note of this, and I'm going to track it through next month, okay? And I'll update you guys if I notice a trend. So that's actually the third Friday. And it does not mean that not every Friday they're actually be doing this. So that's what I've got. The correlation there is it's 2 Fridays. And it doesn't mean it may have not happened this morning. It may have happened last night for today. It's very difficult to tell because I didn't see it. But I do know a couple of days ago, at least maybe 2 days ago, it had a buy box. And then what happened is last night or whenever it was, other products that were fine, because I was looking at these not that long ago. You know, that had a buy box on the 15th. Yeah. This product had a buy box, you know, only, what day is that? The 24th, like 2 days ago. We could probably try to find what date it stopped. Heinz. Can't really tell that product. Okay, here we go. 24th. And that seems to be... You could probably narrow it down. This is maybe a better one. 25th. Perfect. We've got it. Right. So yesterday, April the 25th, there was a buy box, $14.49. Now this product has no buy box from $14.49, meaning yesterday it had the buy box, today it doesn't. So that means yesterday was okay. That means today is not. Now, okay, so that gives us a little tick under the 3, potentially either every Friday, every 3 weeks. It sounds like probably every Friday, because every 3 weeks sounds a bit random. Every 4 weeks would be a bit more applicable to the situation, I guess, if you're a business. Just trying to think smartly. That they're changing products to be more competitive. Now, I thought it was under everything. Then I thought originally everything's under £10. Well, this product isn't under £10. This product isn't stupid in price. But, you know, if we look here, you know, everyone was selling this product. Now, this is going to be a shoot. I'm actually, the first words I said is, what did I even say? Like, it was more like, right, this is going to have to be like really, this is actually going to be quite a big thing moving forward. Now, a lot of people have not even mentioned this, which is really bizarre because it was very, very visible many weeks ago. You know, it was very obvious that something was changing. And I even did I post it? Yeah, I posted something on my group. And no one's really even mentioned it, which is it's concerning as well, because what's going to happen is that over the weeks, people are going to start actually not making sales, which is going to cause a shake-up within the market. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? I'm going to give you some ways to try to minimize the business impact and your mentality and your motivation and all, because it's all linked. But yeah, so this had this was reasonably priced. You get 6, so you got 6 packs. So you got like the packs of these things. You get 6 of them. And this will also have a massive shake-up for like sourcing services and softwares and all that. So I probably will pass the information on to them just to, I don't know, give them a bit of a heads up. We're all in it together, eh? I think. Anyway, so yeah, I've noticed that now that I've got like a confirmation that, I guess, something to do with Friday, there's changes, and because it makes me think there's only going to get worse because of this news, because it says coming June 5th, Sunday, June 5th. Oh no, it's not. June the 5th is a Wednesday. Okay, just thought I'd check that date. And I actually sent an email to Amazon just to say, they're clearly not going to know, are they? But I thought I'd give it a go. Do you know why the algorithm? I like to be a bit annoying. Do you know why the algorithm adjustment's been changed? So the percentage of I just like to be annoying sometimes. Clearly they had no idea, and they said it doesn't. I basically said, can you ask the buy box team? I mean, it's clearly somebody having to program the buy box to change, but yeah, I mean, they don't think anyone. They just say there's no team. Clearly, it's just magic or something. But it makes me think the reason that maybe these higher priced products again, are like this, I have to think, why are there over £10 products? Because this is probably worth under £10, which makes you think, okay, if it's worth under £10, then you're going to get a discount on your fees as well. So they're trying to bring you in line with the overall market. So they're trying to bring you down, okay? So that you then get a discount. So it doesn't actually, even though you might be bringing this down almost £5 to below £10, you're not going to have the impact of £4.70. You're not going to have, because that being to £9.99. You're not going to have the impact of £4.70 because you're actually going to get half. You're going to get your fee discount, which may be £2. So you're actually, yes, you're losing some money, but they don't know how much you're actually sourcing it for, of course. You know, if you're sourcing it for £4, currently you're making, I don't know what my settings are on this, but you're making whatever. You might actually gain £2, but you're losing, you know, you might now make only £2 profit, for example. I don't know. And the reason why is probably because everything's overpriced in that category. They know that. You know, they know out of all of us. Now, I've got some notes here. I just quickly done it. Now, maybe as well as a thought, they're trying to force resellers out of the market for stuff that's attributed to, say, pantry. Now, you might know what I mean by that. So I don't know if we can search it. You know, right? Let's go to Amazon Pantry. That is, you know, they acquired Whole Foods. Yeah. Acquisition. Amazon acquired Whole Foods. Now that is, I know it's an American company, but they sell in this country. Let's see if it says what. Oh, I don't. Oh God. Yeah, thank you. I don't know how much it's for. It probably says somewhere. But you can see they are pushing that Amazon Fresh, Amazon Whole Foods thing. Okay, so look, they've got 45 toilet rolls for £15, excluding VAT. Let's do a business thing on. Well, okay, so if they can just do that themselves, why would they? And it's probably very easy. Why would they then? Where's my address gone? Oh man! All right, you saw the Andrex. What else do they sell? Pepsi, you know, Twix, Ariel. Oh look, it's all the stuff that you know. But you know, Comfort. Oh look, that's the item. But oh no, it's an Amazon Pantry. It's only £7. Yeah, so that was exactly the same item. Oh look, it's only £7.80. 7 excluding that, so like nine. Okay, there it is, £9.45. Oh, it's not the whatever price we said. Yeah, and they can get people on like a recurring subscription for this sort of thing. A lot of people will. This is replenishable items like this for householders. It's a huge market. They're not going to buy it once. They're going to be buying as many times. It's just like you buy it once and the price is good. You're going to continue buying it the same way. It's all to do with comfort. People are used to not having change. So once they've done it a couple of times, they're going to continue. So what people do. It's why most people don't change their car insurance, even though it's cheaper somewhere else, because they just don't want to, the hassle. They just click a button and it's all done. So you can see what I mean. So it could be that one option. They're going to try to force all resellers out. So there's Amazon Pantry, because why would you have the same item doubled the cost? Because if one, the customer finds out, which is very easy, that's not a good image for Amazon. So it's an interesting thing that maybe at some point we as resellers won't really, there will be still items that Amazon don't want to sell because it's not as a good seller, but definitely for stuff that's this sort of item, very, very popular item, they might want to. Products that are not as popular, let's see if we can find some, maybe something like that, you might be able to still sell, but of course they're bringing the price down. Now I'm going to go into how you can offset this, like I said before, how you can try to minimize the impact. But maybe they're also trying to push the Prime Now delivery. Now, I can see at some point some sort of merger between the Pantry and the Amazon Now delivery service, which is the same day delivery. They need to tweak the pricing on that, because it used to be free over £20, now it's only free over £40. But you have to pay like £4.99 for 2-hour delivery, and you can get food, mainly Morrison's, so they might have to change that somehow so that it's Amazon based. But doesn't mean that, why wouldn't they? So that will also call, they could merge the pantry with Amazon now, Prime Now, sorry, and people could then get their groceries. Imagine Amazoning the grocery market properly. I mean, that would be amazing. So you can get your food in 2 hours, literally 2 hours, or an hour if you really want to pay extra. Normally in like 30 minutes I've had it, because maybe I've been drunk and I bought an extra batch of beers or something because I've got friends around. don't judge me. And I've paid like £8. I mean, who pays £8? But I've done it to get like 30-minute delivery. Oh, it's within an hour, but it's 30 minutes. I mean, that is potentially the way that it could go. There's no overheads for electricity, staff. I mean, the staff's minimal compared to sort of stacking in shelves. There's no. Think of the cost of these buildings. I mean, a lot of this will go. So they go the bad way. Anyway, I digress. So what else do I say? Yeah, it's overpriced and it seems to be getting phased in, which is what I've already gone over. Now, you might think, what can you do to try to do one, act now. So number one, if you have products that are still okay, which there are many, so I've looked at my products, I have many items that are very similar to this, and they have buy boxes, and the price is like, the price is what it should, the price is like this. What to do? Now, I would say, if you're going to do it, be careful, and maybe only buy a handful. And I know, yes, they might sell out, and you might think, oh, but I've got, of this item, 20. What the hell am I going to do with 20 of these? Now, I mean, what you can do, of course, is see if you can, right, is recall it on eBay or something, or try to recall them quickly and then send them back. Okay, very simple. That's the number one you can do. Number two, you could recall this, sit there and stuff your face with a spoon and cry is an option. I mean, I don't really think cream cheese flavour is going to be for me personally, but for you maybe. I mean, luckily, Ritz, beautiful. Let's recall these and we can stuff our face. Not a problem. Everyone likes a good old Ritz. Hot sauces, when you got 20 of these, probably going to last me 2 years. Maybe the curry sauce. I don't usually have curry sauce in my chips, but I'll make an exception. Just won't buy tomato sauce. You've got some options there. Same with coffees and stuff. At least you can use them in a way, or you can sell them to your, if people are buying these in your family. I know this is scratching the barrel here, but whatever that was, I'm awful with terms these days, but I make my own up. Then you could at least potentially just sell them to cost to family if you know that they buy these things. Yeah, a lot of these things people buy day in, day out, and I normally just say to my mum, buy them to how much I've got them for, and she'll say yeah, because she would have to go and buy it anyway. Definitely for toilet roll, you're obviously buying it for, I've lost the toilet roll one. You're obviously buying it for, what was on that? Normal price, so you could just sell it at a normal price if you know that she buys it. Or you just use it yourself, toilet roll. Well, you're going to buy it probably at some point, so you can do something, you're not making your money back, but you sort of are in the longer term. What you can also do now, if you want, is you could obviously sell it on eBay. Like I said, you could probably get that Joe Lister and see if you can actually flip it on eBay without even recalling the products. You're not really meant to. It's against terms of service and stuff, and this is not advice, I guess, because people get annoyed that I don't say that stuff. But you sort of get what I mean. You can do. There are things. Or what you can do is what I'm gonna. About half the products, maybe just over half, 60%. You can do what I've done here, but it doesn't mean it won't change in the future. Okay. This is just what short term to try to negate. Is that even the right word? Negate any losses. Is you can scroll down here and look to try to bundle the products. Now, it seems to be that most of the products that are under £10 are affected. There are some that are over. It doesn't mean it won't get worse all the way up to that June date where they switch it over. I'm just going off this. Doesn't mean it's correct. I'm just going off what I see. The more information you get for anything, the more of the picture you build up. Yeah. Is you could look at something like this. So that is a pack of 6 Yeah, and let's have a look at it. It might have changed. It has. Interesting. So the other day, this was fine. Now the reason this has changed probably because it's still overpriced. Now you can see here, it might be. So I will play with these products. A pack of 6, I can probably sell for like 12 quid, which is well below here. It might even be trying to get us to. So this is actually a little bit more worrying as well. So I've recalled 20 of these, but at least you could have packed them up quite nicely. 20 wouldn't, you only have to send a handful of these in. Now that's actually, this is actually at 18.19. Yeah, even if you're potentially making a loss, it may, I know it sounds bad, but it may even be worth trying to sell it and get, and basically what I say is that there's always changes within Amazon and you've got to adapt, and that's it. If you're making a loss, you're making a loss, or you have all this grocery food and you eat it and then you make no money. But maybe you would buy it anyway. You've really got to look at that. Now, there are, I always say just look through. Let's look at this one. Okay, so this one still has, it has a buy box still. You see? So there are items that are interesting to see. So let's see what else I've got. So did I, let's do an example. This Ritz, let's have a look. That is cheese original. Is that the same? No. 12 packets. Yeah. So this still has some sort of buy box. Yes, it's not good. But it does sell now and then. It's not good, but you have a choice. Or you can just go here. This is a pack of 6. Let's see if 6 is there. 6 does have it. So the sooner you act on this, the better. That's awful. But you get what I'm trying to say. At least some of these you get. And the good thing, the only good thing I can say is that these aren't expensive products. Yes, you will have you're going to lose maybe £200 or maybe more depending on your stock. But they're not, you would have bought this for £1 something. So you have to have, even 100 items is 120 quid. And in the grand scheme of things, it's not the biggest impacts. But it is interesting that it is one of the, it's like a hidden big impact that I've just noticed. Like no one's talking about it. It's very slowly been integrated, but actually, if it carries on going, and let's say I hope it stops around this date, they could be rolling this out on a longer term basis. And for me, it's going to be an interesting thing to see. Now, then that may make other softwares have to think outside the box a bit more, and that might be fine. But maybe it's going to go on to like pet foods. You don't know what's going to. And now it's not saying it's changing, but I'm just going off by what it says here. But from what I've looked at, it's literally just mainly the stuff that's mentioned here, which is being impacted. But maybe then retail arbitrage now starts becoming something that people start to do more. I don't know. Obviously you want to be hands off. But if someone says you don't have an Amazon business or you have to do some retail arbitrage and mix it in a bit, then maybe you do. Because the good thing about that is that you don't always buy a big amount of products, in terms of you don't always buy 30, 40, 50, because they're normally and the discounts are better, so you can sell them for cheaper. So, a hybrid. Now, or that's already what I'm going to do, because I actually quite like going out and finding some cool stuff. You can do, I used to do 100% return. You do 10 grand in sales, you're making 5 grand that's probably not quite right. 12 grand in sales, making 5 grand profit. And it wasn't even that hard. You just go out, do 2-3 days a week and do nothing the rest of the, but yeah, I'm not, that's basically it. It's just, I'm going to probably pass this video on to other people as well. But I feel it may not be as grand and as bad or whatever as I'm making out, but as I once got told by one of my old bosses, be proactive, not reactive. To things, and you might want to bury your head and say, it's not happening, but that's up to you, isn't it? And again, some people may have started off recently with Amazon and find out loads of their items are doing this, and it may be a huge impact, and they may quit, and they may, it may be the cleanse that Amazon sometimes needs. in terms of sellers, because people say, oh, it's too saturated, it's too old, it's too, it's been. But when things change, as they always do, because grocery products and all that, this is 260,000 sales rank. Gee, oh, it's the crap one. Then it cleans out the system, and it pushes people on for the next phase of Amazon's ethos or business, whatever, family-ish, if you can call them. We're not really their family, we're like the runt of the litter, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'll leave the video there. Hopefully you got some insight and information on it. Take what you want from this, and yeah, any questions, let me know. Hopefully I'll get many thumbs up and hopefully not too many thumbs down, because I actually see this as quite an important thing going forward. It's hard to see not hindsight, whatever that is before that. But yeah, anyway, see you on the next video.